Purists are the purists. Prove it, prove it.
Initiating match.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 6 into the Golem Bowl of quarterfinals, the second quarterfinal games we have before the Booney Bowl, which is going to be the last game of the season here. Is we're going to see that we're going on to Antarctic, selected by the Quails, I believe. What are your thoughts going into this year, Topaz?
I frankly don't really know the Quails too well. I really just know Neptune, because now he's technically a part of the Quails. I know Skycer on the Quails, so a lot of question marks from them, but obviously they're a very good team. I'm seen Mauga though. I was under the impression we weren't going to see Mauga, so I think that's going to be a big issue for Skycer and his team just dealing with the Mauga. Or potentially we're saying Arista now. So I think no Mauga is going to be fun. I'm kind of sick of seeing Mauga.
That's very fair.
But Sky on Ashe versus... I mean, Yukon's going to have a horrible time on this Pharah. I'm expecting to swap pretty instant.
Neptune might go on the fire here going in. Seeing both teams kind of neutral out here in the high ground. Waiting to see whoever gets poked out a little bit more first. You see Sky and HD fall down to half HP though. Gonna allow the Slouchers to walk actually. They're walking up first as the Quails here just kind of neutral a little bit. And you see Genji Gray fall down to half HP guys. Wow, ASD does get the pick onto Neptune using the focusing beam. Going in, we're seeing the brawl here. Between the tanks, punching away. Fish falls on the half HP. Crave 1 HP, gonna maybe burn down to ASD, but he actually lives that surprisingly. Then we're going to see Fish get the pick onto Cray here. Favored right now for the Slouches as they already got the point flip going into 10%. Seikena does fall down next to AST going in. And that's going to be like a fight one win here for the Slouches.
I mean, immediately, I think this is just a comp diff, right? Like, I even don't even think Genji's that great into Ashe compared to other hit scans. But yeah, swapping over to the Mei makes a lot of sense. I mean, does it though? I feel like Mei's still not that good. I guess to wall off the Ram.
The Ori? Yeah. Bullying Ori here.
Yeah, I guess, but I still don't like that. I don't think that's worth it.
Gives the pick onto Frosty with Cray using the dash of this guy. So ASC does get the flip though. Honestly, most supports are down. Just missing. Juno here for the Quails. Did you see the copy come out here by ASC punching away up top? Does fall down to half HP. Looking to build that annihilation from the dude. Does fall 70%. Does lose it though from the whip shot of Paradox. Did you see Rally come out next here? ASC does get the pick onto Cray with another focusing. Fish comes out here with the terraces. Falling down. We're gonna see all the Quails kind of falling down to half HP here, but we're gonna see the Slouchers punching away at Skycer, forcing out the form. We're gonna see Golden form trade. We're gonna see both Orco Rays switch out. ASD gets another pick onto Skycer. Looking for the third pick. Okay. Hold up here. I'm seeing some common denominators here for the Slouchers.
AST's going crazy. That rally from Paradox, I do not think that was worth it at all. Obviously trying to stabilize and not win, but like that was not worth it. And now they're barely going to touch. I mean, who touches here? The Ram, I guess, but he's going to be poked on so heavily.
Yeah, Bob does come out great on. Does fall down to 1 HP. Does fall down to another AST focusing team. We're going to see all the ults here coming out with Annihilation and Blizzard here by the Quails, trying to live, but not able to. As Seikena and Paradox are getting a little pressured out here by Sky. It looks like we're going to see Skycer fall, Paradox fall. Who's going to be next to touch here? Looks like it won't be anybody as the first point of Antarctic Peninsula goes in favor for the Slouchers.
I mean, I just think DPS diff, right? And it's not even like how they played. It's just the characters that they chose to play. Not swapping off the Pharah right away. I can't remember if it was a Mei, but like, why not run hit scan if you're facing Ashe, Echo, especially on that point of Antarctic Peninsula? Like, it's complete hubris to think that you can pull that off without playing an Ashe yourself. I know they swapped over to the Cassidy, but like, I don't know, like, why not Ashe? I don't see why not Ashe. That just makes so much more sense. And they're swapping back over to the Pharah. I mean, I guess Pharah is pretty okay on both of them, but there's no reason to believe that they're not going to play the Echo Ashe again. Doesn't make sense to me. And I think the Ori Ram is just kind of personal preference, in my opinion, but I don't think the cast is going to cut it against an Ashe Echo. That doesn't, it's just not enough, and I think it's really going to be felt.
Yeah, I think the Slouchers here are going to play for a little bit more brawl, which I guess they do win here with seeing Ori in the Ram. So I guess the cast, you just kind of prevent AST from doing as much as he wants. You're looking for the nade picks. You do see Neptune does fall on to 1 HP, but Gray does get the pick onto AST now. Looking forward here, looking like it's going to be in benefit of the Quails now. Sky does fall down to half HP, getting little 1v1 between the hit scans. We can see Skycer
And Fish punching away. Cray does get the pick onto Frosty now. The Slouchers are looking good. Dire Straits to Mario. Lost some characters. And Fish is like half HP. Sky falls on next to Kenna. Then Paradox get the pick onto Fish. Oh, and Yak getting a nice little shot.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Neptune.
I think a couple of good shots from Cry, but I think AST, like, he just needs to recognize that there's a hit scan now, respect that, and he should be able to get more value. I think he was just playing a little ballsy there, and a great pick from Sky.
Yeah, going in here, Sky does get pick onto Sky, so using a headshot. Very huge here for the Slouchers. They're going in. They just get 3 kind of point controls. AST cleans up, and Sky gets another pick on a Paradox. Very nice pick at the start of the round.
I think importantly, coming up here, the ults, like, you're really looking at Bar ult versus Echo ult. Echo ult, infinitely better, of course. Going on the flank as well, with the Echo. I think the Pharah barrage, you probably just save it for, like, counter the orbital or the Ori ult is what I would do personally, but you might just try to rip it.
You might be able to just barrage the dupe right away, though.
That's true, yeah. Just cancel the dupe. That's a really good idea, actually. I like that.
Going in here, we do see a fight co-side come out. Skycer's punching away, falls on to half HP. Frosty does fall on to 1 HP, does get picked by Skycer in the Nemesis. Going in next, they're trying to stable here. Is the point still ticking as they go into 40% here for the Slouchers? Walking in, Skycer does fall down to 1 HP from the Cove. We're gonna see the dupe onto Pharah. With that, I believe that was the barrage trying to kill the dude, but he does. Neptune gets picked right away. We're gonna see the rally from Paradox Rock and the Annihilation and the Orbital. We're seeing 5 ults here. Can we see a 6? 6 with Fish maybe coming in. Fish does get picked on Sekena, but gets traded out by Paradox on the Sky. Craig gets another pick. We do see a total of 8 ults come out during this fight. But actually, I think 8 ults come out here. I feel like Fish with the Terror Surge is a little bit late, but...
Yeah, I think, I mean, and it's weird what you want to do with the rally here. Like, that I could potentially pick AST or even Fish out of position, or Yak, probably mainly Yak or AST. But like the rally is like, you probably want to pop it as soon as possible, use it aggressively, and try to get back into sync with the rest of them, or maybe just save it. Like at this point, probably just save it.
Yeah, Gray does fall down to 1 HP, pops behind. Dude does get speared though by Fish. We're gonna see the rally come out by Frost trying to stable Fish. Coming in as all the Quails start coming onto point. We're gonna see Frosty fall on the half HP. AC does get another pick here, using another focusing beam kill. Sky gets another pick on Gray as well. Both DPS from the Quails are down. Another focusing beam kill. No, we don't. We see Sky get the pick now. Staggering after they capture. Very good. That could just be map win potentially on how long you stagger, because you're just going to be down your Breakaway's rally.
Ooh. That was close.
It was very close, but now you're down your Breakaway's rally and you're going to be coming back with 90%. That's going to be a little bit rough here.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a difficult choice now for Paradox. Obviously, you're going to stay, but like he's going to be so late with that rally. That was a huge
very late. We do see the dude here come out from AST. No, Skycer does get 2 with his Nemesis form. Skycer gets 3 and gets the touch. Wait, map is not over. The Annihilation comes out from the dude, but the ultimate does fall down. Duplication does end. 2v2 DPS and tank versus DPS and tank. We're gonna see both teams are beaming down each other's tank. We do see Annihilation just to sit on point, very big, especially when you lose Fish here. Going into last fight territory, we're gonna probably see a swap off of Ori to be able to touch here and at least have the tank for the Slouchers. We're gonna see balls come out here.
Very importantly, Skies and Yak's ults are coming up, but they need a quick touch, and
yeah, they
I guess
do
the
need a touch
ball.
onto the objective, but the wall. ASC does get the touch though. As we're going to see Frosty falls down to 1 HP, does fall down to Cray. Bob on point, touching. Trying to flip. With the orbital wave coming out from Yak. Both orbital from Sekena and Yak come out. The Blizz from Neptune coming out. Skycer getting a pick, and Neptune getting a headshot pick. We're going to see that is actually going to be going into 1-1. You're going to see the wall here trying to stop AST from touching.
Yeah, crazy. Even with that stagger, they were able to turn that around. Very impressive. Huge play from Skycer. Killing, I think it was 3 with his punches, and then the Nemesis to keep the point alive. and I think it was Neptune on the May, if I remember correctly, to kill off the Ori. So great plays from them. Skycer, and then Paradox actually, I don't know if Fraud caught it, but huge value with his rally, being able to survive with his backline against the trying to counter dive kind of thing was absolutely. It allowed for Skycer and Neptune to trade backlines. Give him enough time to trade backlines, and that's what ultimately won them the map.
Oh yeah, going in here, both teams kind of had a little bit of a staggering, or at least one person died coming into the last fight territory here. Very interesting to watch how both teams played it, but in fact, the Quails played it a little bit better. Alright, going in, we're gonna see AST trying to get a nice little pick here with the stickies. Nobody does fall low, he gets all 5. We see the Nemesis bomb comes out by Skycer, punching away, trying to get Frosty. Frosty falls down to half HP, Sky down to half HP as well. Punching away, we do see the gold from Fish down. Fish does fall first here by Neptune using the wall, and also Skycer shooting away. Skycer gets Sky. We're gonna see Yak fall down to 1 HP. Does fall down to Skycer as well again. That's gonna be a fight 1 win here for the Quails.
Swapping for the Mauga. This should be an issue for Skycer and the Ram. Potentially, I mean, great brawl with the Reaper, of course, and Skycer's gonna be having a horrible time. The May and the guys, what's her name? Soj.
Fish does get the pick on the Neptune first here. But it does look like Fish does get himself traded out, and so he kind of does get Sky. Still looking at a 4v3 here in favor. Oh, 4v2, I'm sorry, mark my words, fellas.
How are you?
Windy Quails winning fight 2, going into 50% territory.
That's it, but that's exactly what I was saying. Like, the Soj should be able to be pretty good against the Mauga Reaper Echo. I think just building a rail on Mauga is obviously very easy, and then shooting AST should be very simple, and even the Reaper as well shouldn't be that difficult. And I think very importantly, the Juno's just barely out of spot. Just a nice rail on her can shut her down completely.
Used to miss wall here, trying to get out Fish. We do see the ults here come in favor for the Quails still. As the Slouchers did make 2 swaps early on. Ram does fall down to half HP though. A lot of ultimates. I'm not even going to try calming all that, but all I know is that 3 came out here from the Quails. 4-man. Reaper gets 4. You know, I was about to say, if you were the Slouchers, you could potentially just take the fight loss. I checked the percentage, and then I see Blossom comes out, and I just see 4 die here.
There must have been a call. It's like, this is last fight, we need to drop something. Now it's Cage versus Rally and Sojolt. Obviously, in theory, if they win this, they should be able to take the map as well, if it's a quick enough fight. I'm really looking for just try to bait the Cage, survive with Rally potentially, and overclock the pick.
The Reaper guy gets another pick. Rally comes out. Cage comes out. 5 Fish trying to limit it, preventing the brick Rally bash. Fish just needs to be shooting the Ram here instead of trying to shoot the brick shield. With the slam, oh, we're gonna see a little bit more tomfoolery with the little staggers.
That's a pretty nasty stagger as well, but I mean, this overclock, right? Like, once again, like, if the overclock gets a couple picks and we fight it out, and hopefully the Reaper Blossom doesn't do too much, this could be potentially the end of the map that we're coming up here. But it's really up to Cry to pop off with the overclock.
Yeah, really fast Blossom as well, as you said here. Given the Slouchers an ultimate to come in with overclock. It looks like they won't let him just have a free ult though. Falling down, Fish falls on half HP. Cray does fall to the AST. Focusing me. I've said that a lot today, haven't I? And it's already map 1. We're going to see AC also getting Paradox. Sekena falls onto 1 HP. The stagger is not there, but hey, I mean, final fight territory. We're going to see the 2 wolves coming out and versus the 4. Like, yeah. Tough.
This is going to be a tough ult. Blizzard is probably your win con. Try to survive a Skycer on point. Pop his ultimate. First you did a touch though. Cry should be able to do that though. And then really looking for the Blizzard win. That's their main win condition.
We are to see the Blossom come out by Sky. Does get nobody. The Annihilation comes out with the Orbit coming out from Yak. The Blizz from Neptune comes out. A lot of ultimates on the field. Skyster does get 2 with Annihilation. AC does get Neptune back though. Punches are going. Sky does down, fall down to 1 HP. AST does get the kill on Paradox using his duplicate. Skyster's going to be the last one on point. Mauga versus Tracer. What are your thoughts on this?
I
Who
mean,
wins?
honestly,
Wait, the triple pack from Brick though? With the rally coming out by Frosty? The triple pack actually just brought back.
that was way closer than it should have been,
If the
though.
Mauga
Like at the
died
end.
there, I think that would have been game.
Yeah, I think so as well. That was so close. The amazing play from Frosty with triple pack into the rally. Like the fact that he had rally might have also just saved everything. So huge play from both of them.
Oh yeah. Like, if that Mauga fell, that would have been game. Oh, what a close map 1, folks.
I think the Quails played that as well as they could have at the end, though. They understood the win condition. They played it as well as they could have. They just didn't have enough ults.
Alrighty, guys, we're gonna cut to a short little break here. Coming out, and we'll come talk back to you guys once the next map starts going.
Initiating match.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm very excited for this King throw. What are your thoughts so far?
I think it's going to be very interesting. I think we're going to see maybe the Ori come out by Fish, but as we can see the Mauga, I thought the Mauga was a bit of a stretch going in.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't practice the Mauga, it's really hard to play in this meta. You kind of have to practice the team. Otherwise, I really just don't think that it's worth it. Neptune's staying on the Sora. I think it's just... But I like the May. I like May. I love May with Ash or May with Cassie. But I just love the Aurora. There's no way they aren't going to be playing Handcam. They're probably going to be playing Echo. So I don't... In starting Aurora. But I do think Aurora is good on this map. But interesting starting position.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
Quails here.
Very interesting. We're seeing an early pick trying to come out here by ASD. Doesn't get it, swaps back to the Echo, trying to counter the next
Yeah, he's so aggressive.
Going in, neutrals come out, Fish just fall down to 1 HP here by the coach of the Quails. You're gonna see Skyster getting in there, Fish just fall down to 1 HP, does get picked by Sinkana. Going in, Sinkana does get a second one with the missiles. After you get in the pick here, using his concussion line, or his concussion blast, I think it's called. Mine is Junkrat.
I do, yes, I think so too. I really like the May. I kind of take back what I said about the Pharah. The Pharah is definitely weirdly high risk reward in the way that they're playing it. Our team just doesn't play it like this. But you're really going for those May walls on Warriors first, but now, I mean, they're just not going to start with Rory and getting so aggressive.
Yeah, we do see Flambeau does fall on the 1 HP, does get picked by Skyster. Going in, we do see he does fall down low HP as well, but Fish is a little bit overstaying his welcome, does get picked out. Sky does get taken out before falling down and gets fielded out by Paradox. I mean,
both teams getting so aggressive. Surprising that the Quails first one actually worked, but then there's no reason to for Fish to get so aggressive again when they just lost with Lambo Jambo. Like, I don't think that was necessary at all.
Yeah, especially with being down to up until now, Juno does come back in favor of the Quails. Neutral's coming out, Fish is setting out point, looking for the first kick by the Neptune. Blizz does not get eaten by Fish. Recapping the point, we are going to see the Orbital Ray come out by Yak, building way faster than Cannon. We're not going to be able to see, what's the word? The barrage and the rally, though. We're going to see picks. And then the Orbital finally comes out with the pick. Yak is off on the half HP. We're going to see the duplicated breakdown coming out with the rally, but it's also the bomb out. A lot of ultimates came out here. Let me do a little count.
5, 6, 7?
Because the Blizz as well.
Oh, sure. I forgot about the early Blizz.
7.
Yeah,
And
I mean, that was pretty
50%
rough.
to next Blizz is crazy as well.
I'm so glad Neptune's swapping over to the Ashe, though. I think that, weirdly, Ashe isn't as good on this point. In my opinion, I kind of like the Pharah more, but, I mean, it's fine either way, but...
AST, the assassin, coming in, picking out Neptune right from his Brig's eyes. Fish is getting aggressive. We're going to look for Terror Surge. You see, dropped a little bit early, though. We're going to see the Nemesis Annihilation come out here by Skyson. He is low HP, though. Rue does fall down to 1 HP, does get picked by AST. You're going to see the more aggression here coming out by Fish in the front line. And, folks, the one thing that has changed so far is just that the objective is moving and ults are coming online. Let me tell you that.
I really like how aggressive Fish is getting and allowing AST to go in and play hyper aggressively on the Echo. That's by far when they've looked the best. The issue that I think that Fish has been having is sometimes he's getting too aggressive without his team being set up. He needs to temper that, and if he can do that, there's no reason that they shouldn't be winning. And I really think that the Quails just need to be better. The Quails just need to be better at accepting that aggression and then coming back in their own.
Overwatch Ray from Yak does come out, gets traded out for the Blizz though. Deep
Eats the
Eaten
Blizz.
Oh my. Tank gap, you know? Anyway, we're gonna see AC does get the pick onto Skycer here. Leading to the capture on third point, going in 4 minutes of King's Row. As everybody from the Quails just falls down to the Slouchers.
I mean, that was huge. Obviously a huge team fight. Using both of portals, but I mean, for a point cap, that's definitely worth it. And eating the Blizz, swapping over to the Zen though, I mean, you see pros do it all the time on this point. It's like the fielder special. And I think Finn does it a lot too. I think it makes a lot of sense. There's these great sight lines. Discord Rope can be used quite well as well. Especially on this final point at the end, you're going right into where Zen loves to play.
Yeah, we are going to see the ult advantage out though. Bob does get thrown out into the corner though. Bob's not going to be very useful. We're going to see a lot of picks though. I mean, to your Bob and Orbital Ray, you got out Duplicate and Bob. I mean, that's not
That was
terrible.
Yak's kill. Now swapping to the Widow as well. Hyper poke with, I mean, not really hyper poke, right? Like you have a Widow and a Zen for great poke, and then a solid front line with the Mei and the Ram. It's gonna be difficult for this like aggressive, almost divey play style that AST has been trying to play.
Skycer, you know, getting another pick. Fish? Question mark?
You're just resetting. Just
Question
resetting.
marks
Just
in the
resetting.
chat, guys. What is my tank doing?
I mean, reset.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, okay, swapping over to the Widow of their own, I think makes a lot of sense. But the Echo weirdly doesn't feel as good now. I guess just trying to burn the Ram or the Mei is kind of your prerogative now.
The Echo going on to the Zen. Zen's not going to be mobile. It's early.
Yeah, but you have to get there. That's the issue.
Yeah, with definitely. We're going to see the Blizz comes out. Skycer getting it, just punching his way through again.
Finally.
AC just hold on to one. We're going to see the Terra Surge come out by Fish. Does get killed by the Annihilation.
I really hope he's swapping.
One would hope that an Ori playing into Ram. Mauga? I called it. I called it.
Good call. Zen's going to be a little iffy, but I mean, I don't think it will be that big of an issue, especially if we're going for more crash out stuff, but swapping back.
Mauga!
Going over to the Ram. Yeah, I don't know. I like the Mauga. I think just go dive past the front line is what they should have done.
Yeah, with a Widow though, you're gonna have to swap that too. Like, everybody knows how good of Sights is as an ultimate. We're gonna want to hold on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
ASC going in for the little poke here. Gets the pick onto Paradox, lights him up, and then Sky's able to just finish up. We're gonna see the Sights come out. Widow duel. Who wins these? Both are one full shot. We're gonna see the rally from Lambo though come out. Smacking his way through the wall though. Lambert's hold on to 1 HP, does get killed by Sky. The orbital ray by Yak comes out. I'm intrigued to see it. Oh no, that was actually Kana's. Both of them used.
Yeah. I guess. This is something my coach has said, like,
Oh.
this is a weird pause here. We'll see what's happening. But the thing that my coach has said several times is, like, on defense, just, like, match the ultimate with the orbital. Like, even if you're going into a negative ult trade, it's still worth it to just match the ultimates because Juno ult is strong. Seems like Say turned off their HUD. Probably going back in pretty soon here. So I really don't think it's the worst orbital. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's fine if you're looking at it through that light. But this has been a very difficult push for the Slouchers. Like I think oh, and swapping over the Curie now, I kind of like that. Honestly, I think potentially even a Zen of their own would be the craziest thing in the world. Or an Ano, crazy idea there, but like, hey, the front line, force off Ice Block, I don't know. But I like Curie as well. I think that makes sense, especially with the Blizzard coming up. And to potentially even cleanse Discord if needed.
Blizzard's about your 5 root. trying to get pick on the Fish as it's going to be final touch territory. Who is touching? It looks like it's going to be Fish and ASD. Double ram. Seikana does fall on white speed. Doesn't get picked by Sky. Fish does get picked on the roof. Oh, I thought it was going to be C9. I don't think anybody was touching. Anyway, Paradox by himself going to get picked by the AST. Another focus again. I thought the 3 seconds went by for overtime. Oh.
Great swap from Flambeau. I wonder, Paradox surely swaps now. Probably to Akiri, I have
Sky
to
does
assume.
get the pick onto the touch though. And that's going to be, I don't know if that's not a C9. There's only one person.
No, that's not a C. No.
In my heart,
Definitely not. They were just like far enough along, and there were some staggers. So yeah, but we'll call it a C9.
In my heart, it's a C9.
C9 in the books. Yeah.
Yep. Even though
because it's funny that way.
the haters would say it wasn't a C9, but
The haters are always
the haters
wrong.
could be casting instead of me. So
Yeah. They were sick today. So
all 2 million of them were sick today. All right.
at fire.
At Corey.
At Corey. Yep.
At Corey at fire. Anyway, here going into the Quails attack onto King's Row though. What are your thoughts? We're gonna see maybe a cap with time. What are your thoughts going into this?
I like Genji. I think Genji's a fun character to watch, but I think just it's good into what they're playing. He's really good at just getting around the Orisa. I think that if Fish is gonna be playing the Orisa, you either need to do something like Azaria to bully her out, or you just need to say screw you, Orisa, and get around her somehow. And I think Genji's one of the best characters at doing that. But you don't have to go all into it. I think for this first point, it wouldn't be a bad thing to go all into like getting around and like going full dive for this first point, weirdly enough. But we'll see if there's any swaps.
Yep.
But at the same time, I think just Genji is fine as well. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Pressure out the Brig a little bit, make them turn around. Any of the sorts. We are going to see the rotate around statue. Fish already is falling half HP. Gets the immediate care though, just a minor poke. But he does lose his armor. Could be punished. We do see Sky drop from the high ground. Going in, the wall comes out by Root, trying to pressure out. Looks like they've already gotten a hold of the objective for the most part, backing off though before the first tick. None of their progress will stay. A little bit of neutral shenanigans going on, but it does look like the Slouchers are getting a little bit more bullied. The wall comes out, they're not going to be able to get any care. AST by himself. Sky on the high ground poking his way though. Everybody lives surprisingly to the Slouchers. I saw 4 people low HP. Going in, nobody's died yet. Everybody's still fighting their way out. Fish does get walled off, shooting his way, trying to live. AST does fall first from Seikana. And then Skyster gets to pick on the Flambeau. Next will probably be Fish. My bet is, yep, I got it correctly. Then it's Yak, and then Sky gets away with his life, or their life.
I think Neptune played that perfectly, forcing the rotate from most importantly Sky on the Ashe, forcing him to low ground and just allowing his team to kind of collapse onto them. I think it was kind of funny at the end, AST kind of killing himself. Not exactly, but with the stickies, kind of forced his own death there. I don't know if Fred caught that, but I think it was very well. And I like the swap to the Reaper. Weirdly, I mean, like, you would think Echo kind of put into Genji, maybe not hard counter, but I really like the Reaper. I think that makes a lot of sense.
GM on GM action here, going in the little tunnel. Looks like he's trying to get away. Yak, Fish does get the pick onto Neptune. The Blizz comes out. Fish just says bye-bye though, using gold. Blizz doesn't get much, neither does Rally, but when you're down your Genji, you gotta try to live. Flambeau does fall on 1 HP. Ults are in favor of the Slouchers. AST does get the pick onto Paradox, going in. Shooting his way. Skyster does get the pick on the Yak though. Orbit and Annihilation comes out. Rally a little bit late in my opinion. Might be just me. Sky with the Bob getting 2 though. The fight is 1. The Bob gets 2.
I like that was crazy that it was ever in the fact that the Quails ever had a chance to win that is frankly ridiculous. Like I don't know, the Blizzard and the rally from the Quails was just absurd that they thought that they could pull that off. And then they almost did.
Yeah, but
you can't make your teammates look that good. Your opponents look that good.
Yeah. 4 ults for 2 traders. very good if you're wanting the Slouchers to win here. Some Sea Dragons in the chat, probably.
Yeah. Huge wall. If they capitalize on it here.
Blade comes out here. Just AFKing, looking for his opportunity. It feels like not Blade in today, so I don't think he's slashed. Paradox does fall down first. Sky gets two. Sky diff, Sky serves, so I mean.
Yeah, great
Sky
point
gets
from
three.
Sky.
Sky gets 4. Oh, wait a minute, guys.
I mean, good flank. I don't know where Neptune was. I didn't quite see it, but like.
He was on point.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
Yeah.
he
I know
bladed.
swapping over to the Pharah. I think that's fine. But like this Ashe, the Ashe just killed 4, right? Like.
Yep. Oh, but Neptune does get it back.
Never mind.
He was upset that he died, so. Trading out. We're going to see the Terracers come out by Fish. ASC gets a kick on the Neptune and Fish got Sikana. The Blizz does get Flambo. Gets followed up and Fish is split. Looking for the pick. Does get the pick though onto Rune. Onto May. Break does the Hound fall down next to ASC and Yak and Skycer. I mean,
It is
Blizz for
it is
nothing,
crazy.
though.
It is crazy how many of these
Blizz for
ults for
Terra.
both teams have just been popped like way after the fight should be done. It has happened so many times for both teams. Everyone, please stop doing
I don't
that.
know if both
It
teams
is
are
ridiculous how
tired
many times
today,
that's
you know,
happened.
it is a Thursday.
That could be the case, yeah. But another pick from Yukon onto Sky. That's twice in a row.
ASC does get scouted out here by Neptune. He should have calmed it. He did get a hit marker. You're going to see Neptune and AST fighting out. AST is definitely out of the fight now. Fish is forced to use gold. Both rallies come out. Coming in. Both trying to save him. We can see Annihilation does get the pick. Paradox does get Flambo, then Sky does get Neptune. It's still 4-on-4 action here, folks. Reaper might fall down next. But the peel is too good. It's just that when you peel one person, you can't peel the other. Fish falls down next.
Oh.
I saw the vision, alright? AST with the blossom here, getting the
It worked,
pick
it
after
worked.
it. Hey, yes it did. I saw the vision, so.
I don't know how worth that is though. Right? Like I would have loved to I don't know where else you use that though, I guess. So it's
I
fine.
feel like some of these ults are uncoordinated.
Yeah, very uncoordinated with the ults. Like for both teams. It's not a lot of synergy. I mean, to be fair, there's not a lot of synergy with the ults themselves. I mean, you love to use it with like Oriole maybe, but not the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pop behind it too. With the
Yeah.
You see both orbitals do come out with the Terra Surge. Oppenheimer. Neptune with the barrage. Does get picked out by Fish with the spear. Last fight territory. Fish, it's just Fish, AST, and Yak trying to fight their way on Skycer and Rune. We're gonna see. Paradox does swap over to the Lucio, trying to touch. Lucio does get the pick onto AST. Hold on, guys. Don't hold on to your boots going into here. As you see, Skycer also gets Fish, but Yak gets Rune. It is not over, folks. We're still in King's Row.
Great respawn kills, like swapping over to the Lucio and the Tracer, getting back right in time. Everything's still alive, right? Like this could be going all the way here. Swapping to the Widow on attack, I think that makes sense. And swapping over to the Zen.
A minute 30
Zen
on the
and Widow
clock.
on attack.
You have to get picks.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely what they're going for here. I like this comp more. I mean, I like it more in defense. It's more normal in defense, but I think it's fine on
On the
attack
Fish
as well.
does get picked though. Slow and well. We're looking for maybe a Blossom baiting it out.
No way.
Saves it though. Does not get used.
Take everything from them.
Potentially some counter swaps here. I could see that coming through, but you're really looking for a Death Blossom and Bob to kind of pull you through in a rally to get you through this Skycer ult is probably what I'd be looking for.
Yeah, going in here, ults are in favor. We're gonna see the Bob from Sky come out with the Blossom. Trades 1 for 1. Does get Neptune though. Kind of Sky and Fizz picking up Paradox and Seikana though. And then you see the Annihilation come out. I don't know if you're a Quails fan, you gotta be a little scared when you have 3 ultimates of the Slouchers coming up.
I mean, the Ramble, I just feel like that was so late.
Well, I feel like it's last by territory. Do they even have a touch? You see the ball, but the spear maybe? We're not spearing ball? Okay. Alright, all good. Flambo comes out here, fighting his way out, not letting anybody touch. The Blizz from Rue though, trying to get on. AST does get 2 though, and the Blizz does get, okay, how many kills have we seen from Blizz today? I think I've seen at least 4.
At least 4, yep.
Kills from the 5 damage per second Blizz.
From the actual Blizz, yeah. I mean, great map win, right? That's definitely the case. But these ults are all just so messy. I like at the end, like I think that Skyster ult actually did make sense. I didn't realize it was last fight, but these ults have been so messy. Both these teams really need to clean it up, but it's close. It's very close. And I really like the DPS swaps that we've been seeing. I think they've been making sense. So great DPS tool.
Oh yeah, going in here, guys. We will be back shortly after a quick break sponsored by Axolot O's. Alrighty, we will talk to you guys shortly after.
Initiating match.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season 6. This is the Golem Bowl quarterfinals right before the Booney Bowl,
which is going to be the grand finals of the Aurora Season 6. Going in here with the Slouchers up 2-0 to the Quantico Quails. What are your thoughts going into here on Flashpoint? None. Alrighty, going in here. We are going to see the
Head empty.
Zarya, which we haven't seen Fish play yet. Mainly it's just been Aura the entire time. But seeing Zarya into Ram. Okay, never mind. I got
Genji
teased.
duel.
I got teased, but
Genji duel though. I'm excited for that.
AST versus Cray.
And then Sky pulling out the Ashe on this point. I honestly hate playing Ashe on this point, but I also suck at Ashe, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. But very excited for this Genji duel. I first started watching Overwatch when Genji was hyper meta. So love Genji in meta. It's my favorite thing in the world. Very excited for this.
Alright, we are gonna see that the Slovenian Slouchers don't want to get it wrong. Alright, Ori does get Fish does get split a little bit. See, just ring around the Rosie, as you can tell, is looking at this. The best way I can explain it, we're gonna see Nemesis come out by Skyster relatively early. No brawl yet. Trying to get the pick onto AST, stuck on the point. Does get the pick here. Genji gap, some may say. Going in, we're gonna see the fights in favor as Fish is also half HP. He's not able to go contest the touch. As the first,
I feel like they should have just backed out.
there's definitely an option to do that. The Fish going onto the point. They're trying to contest. Very interesting. AST onto the Echo. Neptune does get the pick on the Translink, but it does get picked by AST on the Seikana. Going in point might actually just be good here. Ori just cannot die as a horse. Never mind, am I lying? No, Ori cannot die. AST coming in here. Using the sticky. He's trying to get the pick here. Skyster does fall. Paradox is 1 HP as well. And the point does get flipped up to 56%.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was wrong. Honestly, like just staying in was honestly a very interesting play, allowing AST to kind of flank just from his natural respawn, and get that pick. I believe it was onto Yak. And
Seikana.
while there was a trait, Seikana, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Onto Seikana. And that pick was huge, like absolutely huge. It allowed their team to steamroll and eventually take the point.
Going in here, we do see Terracers and Yak having his orbital rate 30% before Seikana. 2 ults come out, Bob and 3 ults looking for a pick. They are going to kite it successfully, but at what cost? Everybody going to 1 HP.
Well,
I was wrong. We're not able to kite it, folks.
huge stickies.
Huge, yeah, you know, we're right.
Huge stickies. It would have been a great kite if it wasn't for those stickies. AST's been playing out of his mind. I will say, like, as far as I'm aware, AST and Neptune are around the same level. AST's been absolutely difficult in my opinion. Like, Neptune honestly kind of needs to step it up in my opinion. If the Quails wanna be even here.
I think it might just be Skyster.
It could be Skyster too. Skyster's been playing great as well.
No, he is popping off. It's just that the issue is how much can you pop off when you're playing into it.
Yeah, that's very true. Great fight win though from the Quails. Skyster and Neptune making me eat my words there.
I think the gap is just. I wish I could see the stats. It's not a gap. I just think it's just natural causes of just like how the Overwatch game is played.
So importantly here, we cannot drop 3 ultimates. There's no reason to drop 3 ultimates here if you're the Quails.
CL1. That's enough to cap. ASC going back on the Genji though after swapping off to start the round. Does get killed by the Blizzard again. More elims from the Blizzard.
They dropped 3 ults though. That was just so unnecessary. Like I knew it was gonna happen. There's no reason that they should have dropped all 3. Even for one, I know it's a point, but like there's no reason they should drop it there. They need to clean up their ult game. Both teams, but like especially there, that was so egregious. I know that they dropped the orbital and the Blizzard at the exact same time, but you should be calming that.
Yeah, going in here, Skycer does get the pick on AFC. You know, maybe it's not Skycer. I'm gonna retract my previous statement. Skycer's been playing pretty good for playing.
I think especially.
Playing into
Yeah,
North.
exactly. Yeah, and like the Ashe, it's not fun to play into an Ashe, right? With that big hitbox.
I'm not gonna say it's anybody's fault. I think it's a team. 2 ults coming out here from the Slouchers does get nobody. I don't think it even hit a person. Skycer falls down to 1 HP, does get picked. Paradox with the rallies, just not enough to stable. Trey trying to live. We're gonna see 30% here in favor of the Quails.
Yeah, I really don't think it's any like one player's fault. Like, I think it's the main issue that the Quails have been having, and like I said, both teams is the ults, and it's not any one person. It's just the organization of their ults is not appropriate for the situations, like dropping the Serial ult there and other times as well. Clean up that ult fight. But coming into this one, I mean, this orbital should clean up the fight. But potentially, if Neptune can clean up his Blizzard and get a good enough one, he should be able to cancel this orbital.
Orbital from Yak coming out, trying to stable his whole team. Ace, he does fall down though before it comes out and heals him up. A perfect fight by the Quails, in my opinion. Preventing that orbital from doing any damage. Going in here, Sakana does fall down to 1 HP though. Does get healed up by Paradox with the brick pack. As we're gonna see point is 75% in favor of the Slouchers. It keeps on going actually. We're gonna see another Blizz come out. Did we see another kill from Blizz? No, we do not. Kind of sad now.
That is exactly what I want to see from the Quails, though. I mean, a perfect clip from Cray, and the temperance from Neptune to not drop that Blizzard there, very impressive. And then, like Wynn said, an absolutely amazing kite, and now crashing out early, but then the Quails.
Yeah, going for the .2 win. We're gonna see the rally come out by Translate, but does fall right away.
That's how you should be dropping the ultimates. In this quick fight, up close and personal, and now the Slouchers are actually gonna, they can't touch. Like there's just no way. That was a great use of 2 ultimates to clean up this.
You forgot about the Bishop on the corner of the map touching.
How did I did that in my game earlier today, actually. It was horrible.
Going up 2-0 now. Going in, we're going to see that the Quails are not over yet. They want to make it a map 5 series, which I'm pretty sure you're stoked about.
I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
But the Mauga from Fish, we're going to have to see. Every time Mauga came out, I don't think it worked as good as they wanted it to. Crash out though. Kratos fall down to 1 HP, but Translux is going to get kind of separated from his team. We're going to see the rally come out by Paradox. Nobody's fighting near the point still. Point's on the other side of the map.
I love that aggression from Paradox specifically. From the whole team, but Paradox just getting aggressive with that Brig, brawling with Brig. I think it's really allowed in this meta. I'm expecting a nerf for her, honestly, to not allow her to brawl as well. That was her initial issue on launch. I mean, one of her initial issues on launch. But this Mauga dive with the Genji, this Blade, potentially being countered by this Blizzard that's been looking for. See how it
See the Blizz come out, and the Blade from ASD. Hey, I love this Drill and Mauga gameplay, you know it. You love it, you've seen it in the Muskie Bowl. Now it's in the Golem Bowl. We're going to see Skycer fall on 1 HP, but Great is punched away. Fish is still 1, running away from the orbital is a very great strat. The Bob comes out on the point though. I don't think it's touching.
I am on fire.
As we're just going to see, Neptune is still touching point though. Going to 65%. Paradox, everybody's filing on 1 by 1, capturing with as much time as possible. As now it's last fight territory. If you're the Quails, if
Great
you
stall
win this
from
fight,
Neptune.
it's game.
Great plays. This Mauga is gonna be so good. Expecting a really quick crash out. I'm curious what the Ashe is gonna do. Maybe a delayed crash out because of the Ashe actually. Or going for a brawl. We'll see.
I thought we were gonna see an early cage, but no, letting Neptune open up on the angle. Just gets a free pick on the sky. Cage is still a game changer, and it is. It's placed down. Drop cage, slam, and I'd be so happy right now. There's a free slam right now, and Paradox does get the pick on the Fish though, and then Neptune here cleaning up 2 in this fight, leading to his team's win? Question mark? No touch.
Great orbital from Katana. Well, their ultimate immaculate here.
I need help. Please, don't move. Shields up.
So clean. I really think, like, by far, the Quails, I mean, their ultimates were... And it just made the Slouchers incapable of doing anything. This is what the Quails need to do. I've been saying it like the entire series, and they're finally picking it up. AST can't just diff everybody now, right? Like, the Quails have such powerful ultimates as well, especially if we're on that Mei. They need to be utilizing them properly, and they did an amazing job.
Do you think the Quails heard it after the long stream delay this has currently?
Probably. Yeah, they probably heard it during the break, actually.
Alrighty, guys. We are going to go to a quick break here going in before map 4. We will talk to you guys shortly after.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Aurora Overwatch Clash Season
6. This is the Golem Bowl quarterfinals before the Boonie Bowl. Going in for the winner of this goes to play against the Sydney Sea Dragons. As we're going into Havana. Currently up, the Slouchers are up 2-1 compared to the Quails. We're going to have to see what both teams do here to try to secure the win and go into the finals.
Yeah, I think potentially more poke stuff. I love Neptune on the Soj now, and I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Relupinus?
I just say Ruse.
Rue, okay, on the Mei. Interesting look. I think Sky on the Ashe, though, is going to be a very difficult thing to deal with. And looking for a close spawn, but I mean, these greats, the poke from AST and Sky should be very difficult to deal with here.
As we're going to see the holding close, too, going in. Sekana does fall down to 1 HP. So it does get the pick on the AST, though.
Huge.
As we're going to see holding close does impact work mode. As we're going to see Rue does get the pick on the fish. How long are they going to hold here at the start before they're pressured out? That's the question.
I understand they were trying to pick up the cart and try to run with it, but like I think they just should have played slower and gone for a more pokey style right off the bat. Hopefully that's what they're doing.
Yeah, going into here. Minute off the clock already. Carter's moved 6 meters. Nice. Skyster is going for the pick. After Sky does get Seikana though. You did lose your Juno. It's going to be a little bit rough here, especially even if you win this fight, you're going to be down to Juno deals. We're going to see AC does get 2 with a melee and sticky combo. And after an entire minute, we're going to see the card start moving.
Greetings.
I kind of like that from Skyster, right? If you're going to play the Soj and the Mei and the Ram, like, might as well just brawl. And Paradox, honestly, like I said in the last map, has been brawling pretty well. This recontest is going to be a little awkward, though, with this Ashe being able to get set up and this Echo potentially set up as well. But if the Quails can stabilize, this should be a pretty even fight.
Yeah, especially going in here with PK already from AST. We're going to see how both teams do that. We are going to see Skyster does fall on a half HP though. Is going to get picked, maybe, possibly. Does get stable. He might live this entire thing. We see the Annihilation already come out by AST. Punching his way. I mean, he got his one with his ult. Getting another one on the Paradox. Push the card!
All systems on optimal level.
And as everybody knows, Overwatch, even after a 4K, nobody loves touching the objective, right? It's all about the kills. This is American Overwatch.
Advancing fire.
Like, it probably doesn't matter too much, but you might as well push the cart. Like, clearly they were going to win that. AST picking up 4, maybe 5, I couldn't tell, but definitely 4. Very
A
impressive.
high number of kills, that's all I know.
I think the rotation up top made a lot of sense for the Quails. It was just slightly too late, unfortunately. I think if you're going to do that first hold, it's kind of hard to rotate up top afterwards. They probably just should have started brawling main. That's what I think made a bit more sense there.
They're going to see Overwatch come out. Fish does fall to Seikana though, but Sky does get Paradox. It is a 4v4 here, just you don't have your tank here for the Slouchers. Yeah, you guys are going to back up, I see you, and we're going to have to see. AST is a little bit staggered by himself. We're going to see the rally from Frosty. He does get picked up by Skyster though. Not a completely necessary ult in my books, but hey, I'm not a player, I'm a caster.
You ever played the game before?
No, I don't play Overwatch, so.
Yeah, neither do
I
I.
play Marvel Rivals.
Shout out to Marvel Rivals.
Launched today, 500,000 concurrent players.
I love these interesting holds from the Quails. I think it makes a lot of sense if you're this poke, but I mean, they're consistently the Slouchers are consistently just stealing the cart.
Yeah, cart is moving though. We're gonna see that the Quails do favor brawling early. The Annihilation and the rally comes out with Bob as well. All you gotta do is pick out Skyster before he gets peeled. But hey, objective is still pushing. We're gonna see AST switching over to the tank role. I thought he wasn't allowed on here, average SR. Does get 2. This is why we don't let him on tank here. Annihilation comes out brawling on point after the orbital from Yak came out. AST gets 3, looking for 4. He's bloodthirsty. Gotta get Neptune, the GM player. Get him, get him, get him.
As MNSU coach Suji would say, not SSG, number 1 on his Wikipedia now. Just play European Overwatch, right? Steal the cart, doesn't matter who you kill. And they've just consistently been doing that. And I like I said, I love the tricky little setups from the Quails, but it's just not working for them. They need to play more solidly. They need to play this brawl, but I love this step. Swap to Widow, of course, it makes a lot of sense.
Do you think that Skyster thinks he's a Mago with how they're crashing out?
Potentially.
There's
Neptune, I think, literally 1 HP there.
Yeah, going in here. AST on the flank, poking away. Getting some chip damage here. As we're going to see, the objective is still moving, folks. 3 minutes left on the clock. Rue does have to use block very early into the fight. It looks like they're going to need for a little bit of space stage. Orbit comes out by Seikana though. No ults to respond with it, as they're just going to kite away. AST falls, but hey, you have 2 minutes on the clock. Do whatever you want, I guess. Build your 5 ults and win.
I think good orbital there.
Yeah.
Made a lot of sense. Saw the pick, took it. These guys are almost jumping off the map. I'm really looking at this point, is Sky gonna swap over to the Widow and try to challenge Neptune on that. I think it makes a lot of sense. I don't know what his comfortability is, but clearly Sky is a great hit scan player. I would just do it. Screw it. Like, he should be able to handle it.
As we're gonna see, shots are trading here. The Terror Surge comes out, but once again, I don't know if it does any damage. We're gonna see the Annihilation come out by Skyster going in. 1 HP, being very aggressive, though. The Bob goes all the way to the back line. Punching away. You do have Widow at the top right. You have the Carrot with the Blizz as well, Carrot. Using the dupe to not get frozen. Very interesting. And you're gonna go for the bloodthirsty kill, but you're leaving your team dry.
Guess where I learned
As you can see, he does get Paradox, so Root does get Sky back. Sekana does fall on a 1 HP, does get picked.
engagement successful.
Swapping to the Ryan.
AST does get 3. Oh, 4. Okay, how many 4Ks is AST gonna get this series?
This is going to be a rough recontest. The Venture and the Ball are definitely going to help, but this is not going to be pretty.
No, especially when you have a Ryan. Ryan pummeling in his way. We do see the rally come out by Paradox, crawling away. All you have to do is keep touching. You do see Neptune fall down first to Sky. Rally does go down. Orbital Ray comes next by Sekana. Post and Portal just trying to trade out, trying to just capture. Hold the objective for as long as possible. Get a single pick and it extends the game. The pin on the Skyster though. Paradox does fall down to half HP, and Ryan is one fish does fall down to Skyster. Skyster gets 2 on a ball character. Sky falls down. Last fight territory here. What are your thoughts going in?
It sucks that you had to rip the orbital. I think it was the right decision, kind of, but it sucks. This Blizzard is going to be their main defensive bastion here. But I mean, Slam. I mean, we're really looking for a huge Slam. Going to be difficult with the comp that they're playing against. I don't know who you're trying to Slam here. May after block potentially, but
Blizz?
yeah.
No,
See?
we are going to see the Ryan does get frozen and falls.
Honestly, maybe just rip it then.
Rue does get 2 headshots. Headshot 1, headshot 2, headshot 3. Let me see it. Nah, Skyster steals the kill on the Frost. Sky does get Neptune before falling. We see both balls. What? 2 balls. 2 balls on the field right now. Skyster does get a pick on the Sky. We're gonna have to see the duplicate as they're touching with the Orbit as well.
This orbital.
Block comes out by Rue.
Adaptive circuits
This honestly,
The ball
this is still
dude.
going
Let's
on.
see how you play ball. I want to see it AST.
weapons linked.
As the Orbit comes out by Sekana and then Frosty comes out with a rally. This is a hive mind of ultimates. I cannot commentate. You take over.
I think this I can't. This is so chaotic.
Yukon does get Frosty. Fish does get Paradox. AST getting another sticky kill on the Neptune here. AST getting more. And that's actually... Hold up the Juno touch. Should have swapped Lucio.
Swap it to Lucio.
Swap the Lucio.
I mean, this is a cap, surely.
Swap the Lucio.
Wow.
Rip.
Wow. Amazing push at the end.
The Lucio
I mean, that
swap
was
would've-
absurd.
That was a very
Score.
dogfight if I ever had to see one.
Yeah, I mean, the ultimate use from the Slouchers was immaculate. Like, the orbital with the rally and the dupe were all used in just perfectly to survive, just the right amount. The touches were amazing as well. I mean, it's a miracle that they even lasted that long, let alone won the fight, let alone capped them. Very, very impressive from the Slouchers. And it didn't feel like the Quails didn't just roll over and let it happen either. They were brawling through the entire time. And love to see both balls, as we said so eloquently. But a great
Kill me.
final point there.
3 minutes went down the drain here for the Slouchers, but hey, at the end of the day, you did get the capture while playing ball.
Yeah, that is very impressive. Yeah, the
I am
quick swaps
very pleased to hear
leading
that.
to the final capture.
Greetings.
But I think now going into this, I really like Sky, AST, and Fish on this defense.
You are going to see
I
another close hole.
I hope they don't. That would be horrible.
Not while playing the slower comp. Please do not play bad.
Yeah,
Chickens of Earth are
I don't like that
so
at all.
very
They have so much better poke.
but
Like,
one human
reason
lifespan
to
is
do
not
that.
enough to
Yukon on the
Oh,
or
they see
Neptune
him.
on the.
They see him.
Okay, I hate
Can
this.
you see
I
through the
actually
glass?
hate
Let me
it.
check.
1.
Yeah, you can. Alright, holding close as your pokey comp. Let's see how they do. Skyster's trying to get active. Does get pushed away by Fish though. Fish is just not letting Skyster get active, but in cost of that, he does hold on to low HP. AST, okay, never mind. They have AST. I completely forgot, folks.
Yeah.
AST and
I
Frosty
mean,
getting
losing tank
picked.
though.
Yeah,
They need to back up or die. Like those are your two options.
and it looks like they're trying to play the die route. Frosty is the new tank here. Skyster does fall down to 1 HP.
I mean, we're just getting staggered now. I don't know. That was a rough die. They should just gone full aggro, in my opinion. I mean, it was impressive that they made it work. AST with that great
We
play.
are at a disadvantage.
But I guess, I mean, they'll be stabilizing. I mean, honestly, no, these staggers are horrible. Like, this is going to be a very rough final fight. And,
Final fight.
but, for this point, yeah, true.
Especially the
This
Fish
Ashe is
already
gonna-
getting seen. Watch the wall.
Systems repaired.
The wall? Oh, on point. Never mind. Yeah, going into here. I mean, they didn't make much distance though. It's still like normal Overwatch. You just wait about 30 seconds. High Noon does come out by Neptune. Actually, he's gonna do a lot of damage. Fish does fall down to half, but AST swaps over to the tank roll once again, cheating, going over the SR cap. Punching away at
Thank you for the
May. Trying to build the annihilation before you're losing your form, but not possible.
personality.
Surely they don't try to hold close again. Okay.
Surely they don't.
Surely.
North
surely.
American Overwatch.
Neptune swapping over to the Widow. I like this a lot. Great against the Ashe and the Echo, of course. And really only have to worry about some stickies or potentially a Javelin.
Both orbits coming out, and the rally coming out by Paradox trying to brawl away at Fish, but as you know, horses never die, even if you beat them.
Oh my god.
Fish does get Paradox, Skyster does get Frosty, both ultimates. So many ults. Skyster gets 2, maybe even a 3rd. Skyster gets 3. I love 80 damage per second ultimates, are you right? Alrighty, Skyster here trying to just make as much distance as possible. 1 minute 40 left on the clock here.
I mean, holy ult, but I think this is going to be a rough recontest again, especially with Neptune on the Widow being set up with this pretty decent sideline, I would say.
Yeah, no
but
ult
Fish
on the
should be able to
field.
stabilize.
Brawl on the point is happening with the Ori and the Ramatra. Found dead after not getting any skin, by the way. Going in, Rue does fall down to 1 HP. Is forced to use block. AST as well, sitting on the high ground here. On a little bit
Where's
of
my
an off.
Ramatra mode skin? That's what I want.
Where's my mythic skin is man? Anyways, going back to the fight here, we do see Skyster does get Frosty. Going in, Sky does trade out for him. That's the Fish is going to fall down next. And Sky also gets Sakana. Sky is actually just picking him away.
Initiated.
ASC switching roles again, cheating once again. Can somebody put him in his place? I need Booney or an admin here just to ban this guy. He's too good.
Suffer as I have.
With the stagger. Toxic.
Nice dagger. I mean, this has been a great hold. 30 seconds left, and you only have sights. But I mean, best ult game, right?
You have 4 ults coming up though, as long as you can live.
Yeah, for 30 seconds, right? I mean, yeah, like Orbital and Ram ult first is going to be nice. And honestly, these sights aren't going to be horrible when we're talking about a retest. Being able to pick so in the best way. Sights actually do
Our time is running out.
Yeah, we're going to have to see no ults have been built though fast enough. Neptune does get put on this guy. This might not actually be map over, folks. Sure, you lose your Widow, but they're not the ultimate. They're not the tiding factor.
Take everything from them.
As we're going to see, it's just Yak and AST. As they're not able to win.
Very nice.
The one pick from Neptune, I think, actually kind of brought it
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Like
Picking
those
the
sites
Ashe.
were huge. Unironically, that site just saved them the map, like the game. That's
I think it was
the best
the
sites
players.
of all time.
No,
I mean, yeah, but like the fact that they
ultimate
had
did
sites.
nothing.
Well, the ultimate did
It's
something, right? Like they were
it's
able.
sides.
No. I absolutely think that the sites did something there. Like the players were able to capitalize on the sites, and it definitely helped Neptune get that pick as well.
Speaking of Neptune, he does get a pick onto AST here. Going clean. Bob comes out onto point, just stalling out 15 seconds, I think Bob lasts, or 8 seconds. Orbit comes out, Terra Surge comes out, everything comes out. Man, I love clicking my buttons, and so do these people. That's 2 ults for 3 coming out. Favor for the Quails to be saved and all, but
I mean, once again, like Quails doing pretty good with their all. I mean, maybe honestly, I don't know. It's hard to say, but potentially an earlier ultimate could have been nice. But I think saving 2 is fine, especially when you're just looking at a rally. This Blizzard and potentially this Ram ult should be incredibly nice, catching a Brig off guard, or maybe even the Ori if you can pop gold first and catch the Blizzard. Rally shouldn't be able to save.
yeah, going into here, saving the 2 ults. I feel like you're still down on time though.
Yeah,
Very
that is the
conservative. They
biggest
do
issue.
push the Ram off. It's gonna waste about 5 seconds here, but it looks like they're going under the point side now. Fish single-handedly keeping high ground for his team. Really wondering what AST is gonna do again. Is he gonna do the predictable thing and group Skycer again? The world may never know until now. We'll see if you get it.
I think the world knows what's about to happen here.
I'm about
Maybe
to,
a Juno.
He's looking at the tank. Let's see it.
Maybe a-
Oh, I called it. Whoa.
Yeah. What a loser.
What a surprise. Whoa. We are bullying here in the chat. AST, if anything, AST's the bully. Going in on the back line, getting 3. Guy, can we get a mods on this? He's BMing. He said hi.
I mean, great play, right?
Yeah,
Are we-
at the end of the day, maybe 4.
No touch. Fortunate.
And
Great play from you.
that's going to
I
be
mean, obviously an
3 to
amazing
1
play.
for the Slouchers here.
He's-
At least it wasn't a 3-0 shutout, you know?
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that was a great game. Like I said, great play from both. I think especially, like, one thing that I really want to say is I think the Quails really got their together when it came to their ultimates. Unfortunately, it couldn't lead them to a win, but they were really struggling at the beginning, and they did a great job, especially on that third map of they used their ultimate perfectly, and I think point as well. So great game over.
Your mic was cutting out, but as he was saying, Ultimates went pretty well, so great game, that is what he said. Now, it is
That is
my
what I said.
favorite time of the day. We have to pick somebody who played decently well today. Not exceptional, decent, you know.
Decent. I really like AST and Frosty personally. I think
I think
like
I'm leaning on
AST.
the AST side here.
Yeah.
So many 4Ks today, and cheating. The amount
Yeah,
of
he cheated
cheating.
several times.
I hate cheaters, but man, is this cheater good at the game? If you want to ask him to hop in lounge, or if we have any, well, we don't
Yeah.
have mods. 90-second delay. I mean, what? No, this stream is live current. We can just
Switch over VCs real quick. Tell him to get in down with the Quails VC.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello,
Congratulations.
welcome and congratulations on
you.
your MVP going into the Booney Bowl.
Oh wow, thank you.
We saw you did a little bit of cheating here and there, switching over to the tank role. What are your thoughts on all your dupes today?
Nah. Yeah, that was the game plan. My team, they weren't happy with how I've been playing, so we thought about it and they said, "Why don't we go the character that can just pick tank?" So
Yeah.
I did that and it worked out pretty well. And I'm
Have
happy
you
with the
not been
result.
playing Echo recently?
No, that was the first
Wow.
time.
I think you played it incredibly well. I mean, so many 4Ks. I
So
don't know if
many
you got a 5K.
cheating.
I didn't see one, but like so many 4Ks, so many 3Ks, popping off over and over and over again. How did you feel about one thing that I noticed quite a bit was like ults were used quite questionably a few times. What were your thoughts on that?
Are
Not
you
you
talking?
specifically, but like,
Yeah.
like everybody has ult.
Yeah, so like Yak is like, really struggling on the Juno, right?
Mm.
No, I'm joking. He's fine. I don't know, man. Sometimes it gets scrappy, and every time it got scrappy like that, we usually came out on top, right? 10 LCUs, we end up winning. So honestly, can't complain.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. What were your thoughts on your last push on Havana there? That was a dogfight if I've ever
Oh
seen
my
one.
god. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, I thought it was over. They had Juno ult, and then Frosty comes back with the rally. Fish is on the ball. No one's dying. That was crazy. So we all clutched up.
That was like a minute-long fight in OT.
Yeah. Usually you get held at that point in OT, but we got lucky.
Impressive. I guess it's the important question. If you weren't MVP, who would you give it to?
Oh, I gotta give it to Fish, man. You know, we came into this, we thought it was gonna be a Maga meta, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that," and it was the right play, to be honest. So honestly,
Yeah.
he was cooking up the game plans and stuff. So I give it to him.
I guess I do actually have a couple more questions I'd like to. So
Okay.
going to the finals now, expecting the Mauga from your opponents most likely, right? What is not to give too much away, but you guys thinking about playing the Mauga yourself, not going into the Mauga? Like, what are your thoughts?
Ooh.
How do you just feel about Mauga as well?
Yeah, Maga's pretty good. But I don't think it matters too much because there's gonna be a patch in a couple of days, right? And I
That's true.
assume Maga's gonna get nerfed. So, I mean, we'll see. But I mean, I'm sure we can play anything, right? So we'll see what
And
happens.
specifically into their team, then, what are your thoughts? Do you have anything to say to them? Any fighting words at all?
Nah. I mean, to me, the enemies, I don't even know their names. You know, I don't even learn them before I go
Dang.
against them.
You're blind.
I
yeah,
treat
see.
everyone like the same. You know, just go in there and play our game. You know.
Good mental.
Spoken
appreciate
words from a man who says hello after killing 4 people and staggering.
that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Congratulations again. Like I said, played incredibly well today.
Thank you, man.
I'm
We're
very
gonna win it
proud.
all.
Yeah. I'm rooting for you guys actually. No bias here, but I hope you guys win. I'm glad the Roosters aren't winning. Like, thank God.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say it. It wasn't me.
You know, if there's one thing I'm really glad about so far this season, is that the Bobcats lost round 1.
To the Roosters too. Yeah.
Yo,
Okay, well,
what was the score? Can you remind me on that for a second? Anyways, going in here. I'm glad you got. Congrats on getting your MVP AST, and
Thank you so
congrats on
much.
the 3-1 win.
Yeah, excited to see you in the finals.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Alrighty,
today.
everybody. This will be the end of Aurora Clash Overwatch Season 6 Golem Bowl. 3-1 in favor for the Slouchers. Going into the Boonie Bowl, where it's going to be the Sea Dragons versus the Slouchers, happening sometime within the next week. I don't know if I might be a psychic, but I think the Sea Dragons really want to get their game in before the patch. Most definitely. And I will hope to see you guys later. Have a good night.